Coming to you live from the Bill Cook Gymnasium. It's the second leg of tonight's doubleheader as the Dons women's basketball team gets set to take on the Tigers of Riverside City College. Welcome to the broadcast, everyone. My name is Noah Alvarez. 3 games remain on the schedule, and each one feels like a must-win for the Dons to hang on to a playoff spot. They're 14-11 overall, but just 2-7 in Orange Empire Conference play, and have lost 2 straight games. Santa Ana College is led by 22nd-year head coach Flo Lupani. Assistants on the staff are Rachel Kane, Matt Fogarty, Lee Sanford, and Tim Yanez. The visiting Tigers are having a nightmare season. They're 6-20 overall, but are winless in conference play, 0-10. They've battled their fair share of injuries. They'll be down a few key players tonight. Riverside City College is led by 25th-year head coach Alicia Barber. Assistants on the staff is Rachel Camacho. Some players to keep an eye on tonight. For Santa Ana College, keep an eye on number 2, Vicky Ohm. Since the freshman's 11-point game versus Orange Coast College, she's just had 9 points over the last 2 contests. She'll need to step up offensively. The Dons hope to win tonight. And for Riverside City, keep an eye on number 4, Alexa Moreno. The sophomore has been one of the few players to play in every conference game for the Tigers. Moreno's 8 points per game leads the team, and she will need to have a big night if ORCC hopes to keep it close. Instead of cutting to a commercial break, we're going to do something different. Today is Play for K nationwide. Coach Kay Yao is an Olympic gold medal winning and Naismith Hall of Fame coach, and after a 22-year battle with cancer, it was her vision to be a part of finding an answer in the fight against cancer. Every dollar raised, drug developed, and program funded is in strategic service of saving and extending lives and creating better cancer outcomes. We're louder, stronger, and unstoppable together. Join in the fight and give hope to a future without cancer by donating today at kayow.com. That's KAYYOW.com. If you look at your screen, you'll see both teams lined up, and they're hosting, or not hosting, but they're holding up a sign of who these players play for. Even the coaches are involved, along with the team manager. Pretty cool moment here at Santa Ana College. One more time, if you're interested in joining the fight and give hope to a future without cancer, donate today at kayow.com. That's KAYYOW.com. We'll cut to a commercial break for the national anthem and return with tip-off and starting lineups.
Why hope? Lives don't have to end with diagnosis. The most impressive achievements happen every day during a fight against cancer. In 1987, Coach Kay Yao was diagnosed with breast cancer. Over the next 22 years, she continued to lead and inspire. On December 3, 2007, while battling stage 4 cancer, Coach Kay Yao gave her final and lasting gift, the Kay Yao Cancer Fund. Why give? Millions have been awarded, allowing the Kay Yao Cancer Fund to change lives, provide hope, and give strength. Thanks to our donors and researchers across the country, every woman's best days, most joyful moments, greatest successes, and proudest accomplishments can happen after diagnosis. Why now? With your help, we will continue to provide resources for early screening and prevention. We will support clinical studies and the development of life-enhancing drugs. We will serve the underserved. Join us and be a part of finding an answer, finding a cure. Together, we can do more. And we will do more.
Back here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel, Riverside City, the visiting team, takes on Santa Ana College here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. Only 3 games remain on the season, and the Dons will need to win at least 2 of the 3 to better their playoff chances. Tonight is a get-right game as Santa Ana College hosts last-place Riverside City College. Last year, the Dons swept the Tigers and put up 80 points in both contests. You have to go back to 2024 to find the last time RCC beat Santa Ana, as the Dons have won 3 straight contests. Both teams will huddle up for a group photo in case you missed it before the break. Today is Play for K nationwide, and the Dons are participating here at Santa Ana College. If you're interested in joining the fight against cancer, the website to check out is kayyow.com. That's KAYYOW.com. Tonight's game is about uniting against all cancers affecting women. After a 22-year battle with cancer, it was Olympic gold medal winning and Naismith Hall of Fame coach Kay Yow's vision to be a part of finding an answer in the fight against cancer. We're louder, stronger, and unstoppable together. Join in the fight and give hope to a future without cancer by donating today at kayyow.com. That's KAYYOW.com. Now the officials get involved as both Riverside City and Santa Ana group together. Nice moment down here at the Bill Cook Gymnasium. My name is Noah Alvarez. Thanks for tuning in wherever you may be tuning in from. We'll go ahead and get you the starting lineups in just a moment, as we're moments away from tip-off. Santa Ana College 14-11 on the year, but they're 2-7 in conference play. They're in danger of dropping out of the playoff picture. Riverside City 6-20. They're 0-10 in conference play. And this should be a get-right game, but anything is possible in the OEC. We'll see how the Dons attack tonight and stay on point. Starting lineups for your visiting Riverside City Tigers. We'll start Alexa Moreno, Brianna Ruelas, Salote Patetefa, Michelle Soto, and Kyla Guillory. It's the starting lineup for 25th year head coach Alicia Barber. And for the Santa Ana Dons, it's the same starting group that we've seen almost all in every single game here at the Bill Cook Gymnasium. It's Mia Rivera, Vicky Ohm, Anaya Beard, Faith Ledesma, and Kiki Graham. 3 sophomores, 2 freshmen. The Dons return 6 of their top 7 scorers from last year, but that key loss was Larissa Robles. She had a great career here at Santa Ana College, and the Dons certainly miss her offense and her poise, as well as her confidence. Dons' 2 conference wins came first against Riverside City, and then they defeated Orange Coast College in a big upset last Wednesday. They were upset by Fullerton College last week on Friday, and they lost Tuesday to Saddleback College on the road. We'll get a look at the upcoming schedule during this break in the action as well. The Dons host Irvine Valley College next Wednesday. That should be sophomore night here at the Bill Cook Gymnasium. Tip-off scheduled at 7 p.m. The men's basketball team will take on Irvine Valley moments before. Again, good moment or good night to tune in and come in person to the Bill Cook Gymnasium to honor our sophomores after a great career here at Santa Ana College. They'll finish up the season next Friday, the 20th, at Cypress College, and then stay up to date on the SAC Dons website, SACDONS.com, for updates about the postseason. Again, not a guarantee. Odds are looking pretty good, but the Dons do need to win not only tonight, but win at least 1 of 2 next week. If they win all 3 of their final games, that would put them in a pretty good spot. They did win some preseason games against ranked teams like Long Beach City and Cuesta College. That should help their case. Nothing is guaranteed after a struggle in the Orange Empire Conference. They're losers of 2 straight. Also going on in the conference tonight, Cypress takes on Saddleback, and Irvine Valley hosts Orange Coast College, so a big night in OEC basketball. Saddleback in first, 8-2. Irvine Valley a half game behind them at 7-2. Orange Coast at 6-3. Cypress in fourth at 5-4. Fullerton at 5-5. Santa Ana 2-7, second to last, and Riverside City at the very bottom, 0-10. Beard wins the tip. Santa Ana College heads left to right on your screen. In the white uniforms, Riverside City in their black. Kiki Graham gets a wide open look on the right block and converts on the 2. First lead of the game for Riverside, or for Santa Ana College over Riverside. When the Dons played at RCC, they won 67-49. Some full court pressures, the half court trap. The Dons like to use to create turnovers. Post touch at the high post, and Patatefa has her first basket of the evening. We're tied up at 2. Riverside City responds with a zone of their own. The Dons have struggled from three-point land. Too much contact made by Michelle Soto. 7 sophomores and 6 freshmen on the roster for head coach Alicia Barber. Both her and Flo Lupani are the 2 longest tenured coaches in the OEC. Barber in her 25th year, Lupani in her 22nd. Beard catches the inbound. Out to Mia Rivera, good look from 3. High off the rim, tough rebound by Guillory. Ruelas wants to run. Pass intended for Soto, but it's tipped away by Beard. Good hands by the post. First turnover by Riverside City. Ruelas comes away with the steal. That's Alexa Moreno. Left-handed layup is pure. By herself in the fast break. Riverside City has their first lead. Again, on paper, this is a match the Dons should win, but nothing comes easy in the OEC. It's a 3-2 zone, it looks like, but aggressive trap in the half-court set by the RCC defense. Another turnover. 2 turnovers for the Dons early on. A loss here tonight would certainly, almost but surely, eliminate the Dons from playoff contention. Unless they win both next week. Moreno, left side, looks down low for her post player. Patatefa gets it tipped away. Ruelas to inbound, 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Up top to Soto. That's Guillory. Tries to use the backboard, unfriendly bounce. Ohm off to the races. Graham has space, slithers her way in, and the 9-footer is pure. We're tied up at 4, under 8 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Thanks for tuning in to Dons Basketball here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. Timeout taken, a 30-second timeout. And we'll take a timeout ourselves here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel.
People always ask us, what's a Don? And our response is easy. To us, a Don is someone who embraces the grind. A Don is a person that brings passion. Someone who takes advantage of all their opportunities. A leader, a dreamer, a winner. The question we have for you is, are you ready to be a Don?
Riverside City and Santa Ana College tied up at 4 after the timeout. Same 5 on the floor for both sides. Dons continue with their zone defense look in the half-court set. Missed by Patatefa. Second chance for Riverside City. High off the backboard, it's Michelle Soto. Quick 4 points for the Tigers. She's the leading scorer. It's a 2-point lead for RCC. Graham finds a soft spot in the zone, and from the left elbow, she cashes in. We're tied back up at 6. Riverside City 0-10, Santa Ana College 2-7. They need this. Secure a playoff spot. Missed by Soto, but she gets it back. Out to Ruelas. She launches a 3-pointer. Can't convert. Graham chases down the long rebound. Out to Graham, lots of space, right side. Misses everything. It's been that kind of year for the Dons offensively. They're shooting 23% from beyond the arc. At the end of the preseason, they were shooting 30%. It's been a struggle on both sides, offense and defense. Not the deepest of teams as well, so sometimes they run into foul trouble. Soto, pass tipped away. Beard generates a steal for the Dons defense. Nice work by the sophomore. Graham on the move. Ledesma pump fakes. Now Ohm looks for Beard. Left block hit on the way up. An and one opportunity for Anaya Beard. Dons have their first lead, 8-6, and it could be a three-point lead after Anaya Beard's free throw. She's a 62% free throw shooter, shot 68% last season. Okay, it's a very talented trio of sophomores, Mia Rivera, Anaya Beard, and Kiki Graham. All three played all 29 games last year. All three averaged double-digit points. Beard's free throw gets the friendly bounce. 9-6 game in favor of Santa Ana. Mia Rivera and Kiki Graham were named to second team all-conference, while Anaya Beard was named Orange Empire Conference Offensive Player of the Year. This time she does it on the defensive end, comes away with a steal. First action we're seeing of Paisley Johnson. She checked in on the last dead ball and a turnover by the Dons. We'll also see Amia McKinney, excuse me. McKinney gets her first touch. Dons return with their half-court trap. Ruella stumps it off. Nice find. Johnson converts on the teardrop. Too easy of a bucket. Ruella set it up on the baseline drive. They had to reset the shot clock, so there was a quick whistle. Head official was Jordan Downs. Umpire 1 is Leilani Mallory. And umpire 2 is Adam Macy. Graham in the high post, Beard wide open. If Riverside City is going to continue with that zone look, little high-low action for the Dons offense results in a few easy buckets. Rivera tips this. Moreno gets it back for RCC. Plenty of time, 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Ruelas chucks up a three-pointer around the rim and in. Tied up at 11, 5 minutes left to go in the first. Nothing has come easy for the Dons this conference season. Ledesma looks for Graham. Last touch by Johnson. Santa Ana ball. Jaylene Rivera and Kimberly Limon are the first two substitutions for Santa Ana and Coach Flo. Graham to inbound. Graham comes off a screen. Limon, post touch. Jaylene, extra pass to Ledesma. Quick trigger, and she gets her first. First three-pointer of the Santa Ana's game as well. 14-11, Dons lead. High post, Soto gets a good look. Too much space given. And the sophomore from Ramona High School makes Santa Ana pay. Limon by herself. Soto closes in on her quickly. Mia on the drive, left side, out to Ledesma. Don swing it around. Riverside City rotates well. Graham in the corner, 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Tough pass to Mia. Ledesma, good look from three. She's 2 for 2 to start the game. Dons lead by 4. Under 4 minutes left to go in the opening quarter. Moreno back up top to Soto. They want to go high-low. Limon with some tough defense. Out to Ruelas. Baseline drive. McKinney wide open from three-point land. And they said her foot was on the line. The official marks it as a 2. Cuts the deficit to 2, 17-15. Half-court trap by Riverside City. Mia escapes. Both Mia and Jaylene Rivera on the floor, so we'll use their first name so we can identify each player. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Ledesma down low to Lamone. Nice extra pass to Jaylene. 4 seconds left. Mia with 3 seconds. Pull-up jumper, right elbow, no good. Johnson secures the rebound for RCC. Ruelas brings it up. Finds a crease. Graham might have got a piece as she's short on the layup. Riverside City gets back defensively quickly. Riverside City going with 3 up top. There's a hole down low. Mia can't thread the needle. It's another turnover. Moreno doesn't have numbers. 1 on 3. Ledesma comes away with the block. She's been huge on the defensive end for the Dons down the stretch. Averaging 1 block per game in conference play. Ledesma finds Lamone. Mia up top. Graham, catch and shoot 3-pointer. Long off the iron. And there's a foul called on the rebound. Rivera had a nice box out of McKinney, but instead it's a foul. Maybe there was something before. Away from the ball. More substitutions and Maddie Barreto checks in. Along with Zakai Howard. And Kyla Guillory comes back in. One of the 5 starters. Out there with Barreto and Ruelas. .14 seconds left on the shot clock for Riverside City. More zone defense from Santa Ana. They don't respect the shooting ability of Riverside City. Wild shot, an offensive foul. Guillory drove in, unorthodox, and it's an offensive foul. Salote Patatefa checks in. Guillory checks out. The first personal on her, 3rd team foul on Riverside City. 1.5 minutes remain in the opening quarter. Rivera swings it around the perimeter. Ohm looks for Beard in the post, and Zakai Howard swats it away. One of the tallest players on the court. Jaylene Rivera can't finish after coming away with the steal, and Ruelas gets it across the timeline. Traveling violation on Barreto. Too many steps. Claudia Solis set to check in for Santa Ana. A freshman from Segerstrom High School. Both her and Ledesma, teammates. Dons lead 17-15. 1:10 remains. Thanks for tuning into Dons basketball. Jaylene gets trapped on the right side. Sophomore works hard. Lamone, right block. Solis, extra pass. Ohm, corner 3, high off the backboard, and Howard secures the miss. The defense is causing problems for the Santa Ana offense. Barreto nearly traveled again on the jumper, misses everything. And a foul on Paisley Johnson. 4th team foul. Next one will be bonus and free throws for Santa Ana College. Final 34 seconds. Rivera fouled. That's the 5th team foul. Another quick foul on Johnson. 2 handsy on the defense. And 2 shots coming up for Jaylene Rivera. She doesn't get a whole lot of opportunities at the line, but she is a 67% shooter at the line. Johnson subs out. Michelle Soto, a starter, comes back in. Rivera misses the first. An important player off the bench. We said it earlier. The Dons only go about 7, sometimes 8 deep in their rotation. They've been the healthiest they have been all season. And Jaylene played a lot of minutes last year. She goes 0 for 2, but Lamone grabs the offensive rebound. Solis kicks to Jaylene. 7-second differential between shot and game clock. Beard on the drive, hangs, and the 8-footer is good. Shot clock is turned off, final 15 seconds. Riverside City can settle for the last shot. Ruelas yells out the play call. She gets screens from Howard and Patatefa. Double team, Ohm, jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of RCC. Two seconds to get a shot off for RCC. They're down by 4. Pass tipped away by Solis, and that's the final horn. Your score at the end of the first, Santa Ana 19, Riverside City 15. We'll take a commercial break here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. Be back with the action after this.
Why hope? Lives don't have to end with diagnosis. The most impressive achievements happen every day during a fight against cancer. In 1987, Coach Kay Yao was diagnosed with breast cancer. Over the next 22 years, she continued to lead and inspire. On December 3rd, 2007, while battling stage 4 cancer, Coach Kay Yao gave her final and lasting gift, the Kay Yao Cancer Fund. Why give? Millions have been awarded, allowing the Kay Yao Cancer Fund to change lives, provide hope, and give strength. Thanks to our donors and researchers across the country, every woman's best days, most joyful moments, greatest successes, and proudest accomplishments can happen after diagnosis. Why now?
After the commercial break, Santa Ana College leads 19-15, start of the second quarter. First possession for Santa Ana is a sloppy one, their 5th turnover. Both teams have 5 to begin the game. Moreno. Quickly, they get it to Soto, and she banks it home for another 2. Soto has 6 points. She leads all scorers. Cuts the deficit to 2. Tipped out of bounds, off, last touched by Moreno. Moreno out there with McKinney, Soto. First we're seeing of Cheyenne Thomas for RCC, and Howard's the 5th. Solis out there with Mia Rivera, Ledesma, Beard, and Graham. Dons are 2-7 in the OEC. Riverside City 0-10. Don't expect this one to be an easy one. Dons need to win, secure a playoff spot. Solis gets trapped. Beard nearly travels. Graham with 2 seconds left on the shot clock. She never knew. Another turnover to start the second quarter. Chance for Riverside City to tie things up or take the lead if they cash in a 3. Dons continue their 2-3 zone. A foul on the way up. Soto hit by Beard, and she goes to the line for 2. First team foul and first personal. Soto, a 42% free throw shooter. One of 7 sophomores on the roster for head coach Alicia Barber. Off the front iron on the first. Nothing but net on the second. Cuts the deficit to 1. 19-18, Santa Ana College leads over Riverside City. The Dons have an answer for this zone. Another turnover. 3 straight turnovers in the second quarter for the Dons offense. Moreno gives way to McKinney. Tipped out of bounds by Mia. Both offenses struggling with the opposing defenses. Third to last game of the season. Thomas goes to work kicks it back out and gets it back on the left corner. 13 seconds left. She steps out of bounds. Good defense by Kiki Graham. Both her and Mia Rivera, despite their stature, a little shorter as guards, but very savvy. They don't get back down easy by taller defenders. They're great off the ball, too, and help defense. Dons are one of the best defending teams in the conference. Dangerous moment as Howard goes over the back of Beard. Always a scary play. Howard able to catch herself. First team foul on Riverside City. Glad everyone's okay. Brianna Ruelas set to check back in. She has an interesting journey. She started her collegiate career at Chaffey, not as a player, but as a student, then played a season at Saddleback College before transferring to Riverside City. "15 seconds remain on the shot clock. More of the trap defense in the half court by Riverside City. Graham takes a quick three-pointer, no good. Moreno chases down the board. A great pass as she finds Soto and Ruelas off to the races. Long ball for McKinney, and she kicks it back out to her point guard. Ruelas takes a three-pointer right side. First three-pointer of the quarter. And Riverside City back on top. 21-19 they lead. That forces head coach Flo Lupani to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout ourselves here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel.
This is it.
Have a good first day.
You too, Mom.
Everyone's journey looks a little different at Santa Ana College, whether you're just starting out or starting a new chapter. With flexible classes, valuable student services, and a range of degrees and certificate programs, students of all kinds can find inspiration and empowerment at Santa Ana College. Start your journey at Santa Ana College. Where it leads is up to you.
Back here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. Final 7.5 minutes in the first half. Dons find themselves trailing to a winless Riverside City College team. Okay, it's the toughest conference in the OAC. Don't let the records fool you. Dons are 2-7 and second to last. They need to win tonight in order to hang on to a playoff spot. Ohm swings it around. Solis, three-pointer off the front iron, and Ohm chases down the rebound. A fresh 20 for the Dons offense. More of the half-court trap defense. Mia, two defenders on her in the corner. Could have been a kick ball. Soto on the ground gets it to Ruelas. Another turnover for the Dons. Fifth turnover of the second quarter alone. Beard jumps in front of the pass. It stays with Riverside City. The Tigers have been without their star player, Sky Simmons, for much of the season. She's only played in 6 games, 2 of them conference. She was a key player heading into the year. Always tough to adjust on the fly. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Moreno saves the pass from going out of bounds. Ruelas guarded by Graham. Hesitation move underneath the contested arm, no good. Beard gets heckled in the backcourt, but she gets it ahead to Ohm. Dons trail by 2. Solis, another good look. Corner 3, high off the iron. Beard tips it. Can't save it. Kimberly Limon checks back in for Santa Ana. And that's the right shot. Solis, not a great three-point shooter, but you have to make the defense pay for a wide open look. 25% in conference play for the freshman. She takes a seat, and the sophomore Limon comes back in. McKinney, left side, 15 seconds left on the shot clock. More zone defense by Santa Ana. Ruelas, dangerous pass to McKinney. Soto gets it stripped on the shot. Ohm with pesky fingers. Mia gets trapped near the timeline, but gets it to Ohm. Mia catches it, baseline drive, floater too strong. Fight for the loose ball, last touch by Beard. It's RCC basketball. Give credit to RCC. 0-10 on the season, but they're battling. They want to pick up their first win on the conference season. A loss here would almost, but certainly eliminate the Dons' playoff chances after making the postseason last year, first time since the 2016-17 season. 11 seconds left on the shot clock. McKinney, flat-footed three-pointer, too strong. Beard chases down the miss. Ohm, back to the high post. Beard gets hit in the face, no foul. Left-handed layup. And there's a late whistle on Riverside City. Foul will go against Patatefa. First personal, second team foul. 5:05 remains. And head coach Alicia Barber wants a timeout. We'll take a timeout ourselves here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel.
Starting your college journey is a big step. It requires discipline and dedication while you balance your work, life, and education. At Santa Ana College, you can choose a pathway that fits into your schedule and leads you toward your personal and educational goals. Earn an associate degree, university transfer, career training, or even a bachelor's degree in occupational studies. With classes available both in person and online. Gain the professionalism and confidence you need to further yourself and your career. And become a bigger part of your community. Wraparound services are available to fit your needs and provide all the necessary tools to achieve academic, personal, and career success. Start your journey at Santa Ana College, where...
Back from commercial break. A reminder, tonight is a Play for K game. Nationwide, Santa Ana College participating. If you're interested in donating and helping the fight against cancer, join in on the fight and search up kayvow.com. That's kayyow.com, KAYYOW.com. 5:05 remains in the second quarter. 2 free throws coming up for Anaya Beard. Second team foul on Riverside City. Beard knocks in the first. She's a 62% free throw shooter. Cuts the deficit back to 1. Teams have gone back and forth in the first half. Lead has changed twice. And we're tied up. Isley Canaday gets some action. We haven't seen her in quite some time. 16 games in the year. Sophomore from Cypress High School. Played in 28 games. All but 1 last year. Dons double after the screen. Last touch by Moreno. Santa Ana creates a turnover. That time the Dons didn't show the defense they were in until the screen came for Moreno. Both Lamone there to blitz with Vicky Ohm. Are tied up at 21. How do the Dons respond? Can they retake the lead? And there's a touch foul on the perimeter. Substitution as J.C. Butler comes in for the first time for RCC. Amia McKinney takes a seat. Ohm has a step on her defender. Left-handed layup is pure. Nice confidence by Vicky Ohm. She's the player to watch in tonight's match. 9 points in the last 2 contests. She has to be better than that. Canaday guilty of being too physical on the switch. Second team foul. Ball stays with Riverside City. Ruelas to inbound. Inbounds goes to Patatefa. Limon pokes it away, and Ohm has it. Don's off to the races, but Mia wants to slow things down. Riverside City gets back on defense well. High off the glass, and Mia converts on the floater this time. That floater, always a tough shot. Regardless of the level, you have to have incredible touch, and Mia shows off the touch there. Don's blitz the screen again. Mia up top to Vicky by herself. Lays it for two. Largest lead of the game as the Dons lead by 6. 4 minutes remain in the first half. Another screen, another blitz. 2 defenders there with Moreno. Ruelas helps her teammate out. Baseline drive. Her teardrop no good. Graham on the left side pushes the tempo. Ohm, left wing, finds Kennedy by herself. Too strong. A missed opportunity by the sophomore. You're hoping a player like Kennedy can cash in on the playing time that she's getting tonight. Entry pass to Patatefa against the smaller Mia. Too strong. She gets her own miss. Hit and converts. A 3-point play for RCC. Fouls on Kiki Graham. First personal, 3rd team foul. Jaylene Rivera comes in for her. One shot for Patatefa. She's a 57% free throw shooter. Line drive shot, and she rattles it home. More trap defense in the half court. Kennedy up top. Swings it around. Jaylene gets doubled. A foul. Too much hands. Again, Guillory too aggressive on the perimeter. You like the intensity. 4th team foul in Riverside City. 2nd personal. Limon checks out. Beard comes back in. Mia Rivera to inbound. Mia slithers past her defender. Beard, baseline drive, can't connect, she's short. Patatefa secures the rebound. Moreno brings it up, gets Kennedy on the switch. Double team, finds her post down low. Patatefa turnaround, no good. Last touch by RCC. Going back to Isley Kennedy, she's only played in 2 conference games. Against Riverside City on January 21st and against Fullerton on January 14th. Mia on the drive, finds a wide open Jaylene. Baseline drive, gives way to Beard. Back on the perimeter, 15 seconds remain on the shot clock. Jaylene has 7 seconds left. Baseline drive, tries to get around Johnson, and she's hit. A determined drive by Jaylene Rivera. Paisley Johnson couldn't move her feet quick enough. Soto set to come back in. Fifth team foul, so RCC in the bonus. 2 free throws here on out. High arcing shot, and Rivera cashes in on the first. A 67% free throw shooter. 1 for 3 at the line tonight. Two for 2 on the trip. Nice job by Jaylene to respond after the tough first trip to the line. Final 2 minutes. Ruelas gets a screen from Patatefa. A foul on Beard. 4th team foul. Next one in the Dons will be in the bonus, giving free throws to Riverside City. Patatefa, turn around over her right shoulder. She banks it home. Cuts the deficit to 3. Kennedy comes out to the high post. Riverside City gets back to a man-to-man defense. Now they bring back the trap. They chase Mia out to the timeline. Mia has space, dumps it off to Kennedy. Lots of contact. She can't finish. No foul called. 1:23 remains in the first half. Ruelas and the Tigers can tie things up. The hedge by Beard. Nearly a double dribble by Ruelas. Last touch by the Tigers. It's Santa Ana basketball. A weird dribble by Ruelas as she came around the hedge by Beard. Fortunate for RCC, they didn't get called for a carry or a double dribble. Home, double teamed on the perimeter, finds Beard. A cutting Kennedy, right side. Great pass to Mia. Ruelas there defensively. Great hands, and the sophomore takes it away. Jump ball is called. Possession arrow in favor of Riverside City. That's a tough defensive stand by Ruelas. Sophomore from West Covina. An interesting journey in her collegiate career. Started at Chafee, not as a player, just as a student. Then at Saddleback. Finishing up her career at Riverside City. Doubled after the screen. Beard, great defense. She moves her feet well. Final 40 seconds. Entry pass, tipped away. Two Dons players there collide. And there's a foul called on Patetefa. She has a quick word with Kennedy. Nothing excessive. Beard seems to be okay. She collided with her teammate, Kennedy. Santa Ana basketball. Because it is a loose ball foul, not free throws, even though Riverside City in the bonus. Final 32 seconds. Dons do have to put up a shot. Now the officials are going to have a conversation. Officials thought it was going to be 2 shots. Instead, it is an inbounds. 2-second differential between shot and game clock. Can the Dons extend their lead before the halftime break? Into their half-court set. More of a traditional defense from Riverside City on this possession. Kennedy down on the floor. It's Patatefa. Gets her get back down low, away from the ball. 13 seconds remain on the shot clock. Ohm gets Patatefa on the switch. The floater can't convert, but hit and goes to the line for 2 free throws. Clock stops with 2. Clock stops with 9. Ohm on the season, a 59% free throw shooter. Converts on the first. Dons have struggled, 64% on the year. Two for 2 on the trip. That'll boost up the percentage. Santa Ana College 7 of 9 at the line. Riverside pushes the tempo. Final 5 seconds. Moreno gets a screen. There's a bump on the drive. Don's coaching staff doesn't agree with the call. Kennedy guilty of her second. And 2 free throws for Alexa Moreno. Moreno is set 69% at the line. First free throw is pure. Maddie Barreto set the check in. We'll see if Santa Ana can get another shot off. Final 3.6 in the first half. Second free throw is long. Beard grabs the miss. Ohm has it in the backcourt, heaves it from beyond the timeline, and that'll mark the end of the first half. Santa Ana College 31, Riverside City 27. We'll cut to a commercial break and come back with some scores from around the OEC after this. Back from halftime break, Santa Ana College leads 31-27 over Riverside City. Let's get you some statistics from the first half. Leading the scoring for Santa Ana College is Anaya Beard with 9, 3 of 5 from the field. 3 players tied with 6, Vicky Ohm, Faith Ledesma, and Kiki Graham. The Dons are shooting 46% from the field, 22% from beyond the arc, and 78% at the line. They're losing the rebounding battle, 14-12 Riverside City leads, but they are up in the turnover margin. 11 turnovers for Riverside City, only 8 for Santa Ana College. Leading the scoring for Riverside City is Salote Paletetefa and Michelle Soto. They both have 7 points. Brianna Huelas has 6 points as well for the Tigers offense. They're shooting 48% from the field, 40% from three-point land, and 60% from the charity stripe. While we have this break in the action, too, let's get you some score updates from around the OEC. An important battle for Santa Ana College. They're 2-7, second to last place in the conference, but they had such a strong preseason that they're still in the playoff hunt. And they'll have to at least finish the very minimum 4-8 to guarantee a playoff spot. Can 3-9 potentially get in? Yes, but you're leaving it up to a lot of other factors, and they might not get a friendly favor. Around the OEC, Cypress leads Saddleback 35-28 at the half, and Irvine Valley leads Orange Coast 16-13. That one seems like it's a dogfight. Again, Santa Ana's 2 wins in conference play came against Riverside City and Orange Coast College. That OCC win might be enough for the Dons to sneak into the playoffs. They've now beaten 4 teams, check that, 5 teams ranked in the top 25. They can find a way to beat Irvine Valley or Cypress next week too. That would make it 6. Dons go from right to left on your screen. Mia out there with Faith Ledesma, Anaya Beard, Vicky Ohm, and Kiki Graham. There's a bump on the perimeter. Alexa Moreno guilty of the foul. First team foul on Riverside City. Second personal. The freshman from Fountain Alley starts the offense for Santa Ana College. In their white uniforms, Riverside City in the black. Double team comes from the Tigers. High post action. Kiki Graham gets knocked down. A physical play by Salote Patetefa. Fourth personal, and Patetefa will have to take a seat. Freshman from Garland, a bit too reckless on the defensive end. Beard to inbound, and Paisley Johnson comes in. 18 seconds left on the shot clock for Santa Ana, hoping for their 3rd victory of conference play. Beard with some room. The 8-footer gets the friendly bounce. Extends the lead back to 6. Ruelas delivers the play call for the RCC offense. The Dons double on the screen, and Ohm comes away with the steal. Intercepts the pass, 3-on-3. No one marks her, and she spins it in. Great touch by Ohm, the freshman. She was a player to watch out for, and tonight's broadcast has come through in a major way for Santa Ana College. 8 points, 3 of 4 from the field, 2 of 2 at the line. There's a foul, first team foul on Santa Ana College. First personal on Faith Ledesma. Entry pass to Soto, Beard marks her. Soto can't finish. Ohm scans the court in fast break, leaves it off for Graham, has room inside the elbow. Can't convert, Ruelas gets the miss. 5-on-4, tries to thread the needle. Last touch by Santa Ana College. RCC ball on the baseline. Santa Ana College led by 22nd year head coach Flo, while Alicia Barber in her 25th year at the head of the RCC program. Catch and shoot on the inbounds by McKinney. Can't convert, but a second chance as Moreno chases down the rebound. Soto can't come up with it cleanly. Mia gets it across the timeline and slows it down for Santa Ana. Extra pass to Ledesma. Catch and shoot 3 off the mark. Beard there for the offensive rebound. Dons get a fresh 20. Ledesma gets another good look in the corner, and she rattles it home. 3 of 11 from beyond the arc. It's been a struggle from three-point land in conference play this season. An offensive foul. Johnson stuck her leg out on the screen. 3rd team foul. There's 2 players for Riverside City with 4 fouls. Johnson with 4, Patatefa with 4. Both players on the bench. We'll see if the Dons can capitalize. Mia, an aggressive attack. There was contact, but she finishes for 2. The sophomore, so determined on her drives to the lane. She will be a player we miss here at Santa Ana College. Ruelas gets a screen from Barreto. Ledesma gets her on the switch. Step back 2 from 12 feet out. Nothing but nylon. Big response bucket by Riverside City. Cuts the deficit to 11. High post, Graham. 3 defenders there. Beard picks up her dribble. Ohm to Ledesma. Another quick trigger. No good on the 3-point attempt. Ruelas tied up with Ruelas, and they call a foul. Second personal on Graham, 2nd team foul on Santa Ana in the quarter. 6:41 remains in the 3rd. Matchup on paper that the Dons should come out with the win. 2-7 in the OEC versus 0-10. But the OEC is a tough conference for a reason. Anybody can beat anybody. There's a foul on Graham. Back-to-back fouls quickly. 3rd team foul and 3rd personal. So the sophomore from Sonora has to be careful. We'll see Jaylene Rivera come in as a substitution. She's from California High School in Whittier. Flo does a nice job of recruiting from that Whittier, La Habra area. Cerritos too, Mia from Cerritos. A few players on the roster from California. Kiki Graham and we mentioned Larissa Robles, a sophomore from last year, both from Sonora. Moreno gets the screen from Morelos, gets Ohm on the switch. Finishes over the top. A beautiful step through move for 2, cuts the deficit to single digits. More zone defense from Riverside City. Anaya Beard can't make them pay. Too strong. Ruelas finds a wide open McKinney. She can't come up with it cleanly. Looked at the basket before she hauled in the pass. 15 turnover of the game for Riverside City. RCC returns with their half-court trap defense, and Ruelas pokes it away. Nobody ahead of her, and she floats it home for 2. A 7-point deficit for RCC. The Dons have a response. Beard in the high post. Goes right at Barreto, lowers the shoulder. Both players collide and hit the ground. A foul called. 4th personal, 4th team foul on Riverside City. Beard slow to get up. Not a good sign. The Dons have been banged up this season. The starting 5 have been pretty consistent. Mia had to miss a few games due to a non-basketball related injury. Ohm missed a game due to an illness. But Ledesma, Beard, and Graham have played all 25, now 26. And Beard in some pain. She makes her way to the bench. We'll see Nia Henry check in for the first time for Riverside City. Very tall player on the roster, 6'4". We'll see how the Dons fare against the height. Lamone, the tallest player on the court at 5'9". 18 seconds. Lamone uses her speed, can't finish. Ruelas off to the races. Inside the paint, pops, and gets the friendly bounce. 6 straight points by Riverside City cuts the deficit to 5. They're winless in the conference, battling hard against Santa Ana. Timeout taken by Flo. The Dons coaching staff will talk things over. A 30-second timeout. We'll be right back with the action after this.
People always ask us, what's a Don? And our response is easy. To us, a Don is someone who embraces the grind. A Don is a person that brings passion. Someone who takes advantage of all their opportunities. A leader, a dreamer, a winner. The question we have for you is, are you ready to be a Don?
It's Santa Ana basketball after the timeout by Coach Flo. Dons lead by 5, but they've been scoreless in the last 2.5 minutes. A 6-0 run for Riverside City. Mia comes off the curl, circles back out. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. She wants a post touch for Lamone. 3 seconds left for Ohm, guarded by McKinney in the lane, high off the backboard. It doesn't touch the rim. A shot clock violation. 10th turnover by Santa Ana. Post touch for Henry. Over the top, she's fronted by Lamone. Hit on the way up, and she goes to the line for 2. Henry from West Bend, Wisconsin. Always curious to see how some of these players from out of the state end up here in California. We see that across all sports. Doesn't matter if it's football, soccer, basketball, baseball. California is the best sport for community college athletics. A lot of players come from far distances, like Henry. She's 4 of 9 at the line this season, 44%. Converts on the first, cuts the deficit to 4. Rattles in the second. Ice in her veins. And with 4:26 left to go in the third, Riverside City cuts it down to a 3-point deficit. 3.5 minutes of scoreless basketball from Santa Ana College. We saw a similar run in the second half of the men's game as they lost to Riverside City as well. Mia gets a screen, an illegal screen on Kimberly Lamone. 5th team foul, and things are unraveling for Santa Ana College. Something in the water for the opponents tonight. Henry gets another post touch over Lamone. Can't use the glass. Howard there for the putback. Instead, kicks it back out. Beard tips it away from Howard, and Howard got a piece. So it's Santa Ana basketball, 3:50 in the third. Mia out there with Jeline, Kiki Graham, Kimberly Lamone, and Anaya Beard. Graham receives it at the top. 16 seconds remain on the shot clock. Beard comes off the curl. Lamone in the high post, out to Graham. Pass was deflected just inside the free throw line, and Graham can't buy a bucket. 4 straight minutes of scoreless basketball. Moreno can't finish the 2. Graham got a piece. Graham attacks McKinney, and stout defense as she blocks it out of bounds, stays with Santa Ana. McKinney with the height advantage at 5'7", a long wingspan as well. Michelle Soto comes in for Nia Henry. She gets a nice ovation from her bench. 24 seconds after the inbound. Graham at the top. Mia comes off a screen. Wide open look. Can't convert. Ruelas skies for the rebound. Attacks Jaylene. Off the glass, it's short. Jaylene looks ahead for Mia. Two defenders there for Riverside City. Gives way to Beard with the head of steam. Falls awkwardly, but gets fouled. 5th team foul in Riverside City. And she'll go to the line for 2. Beard 62% on the season. Don's leading scorer, averaging 15 points per game in the conference, 11 points tonight, 4 of 7 from the field, 3 of 3 at the charity stripe. First one is short. Beard is the reigning Orange Empire Conference Offensive Player of the Year. Can convert. Soto grabs the miss. 0 for 2. And the Dons have been scoreless the final 5.5 minutes. Nearly a traveling violation by Riverside City. They have a chance to tie things or cut it to a 1-point deficit. Jaylene amps up the defensive pressure. Mia gets Ruelas on the switch. Step back 2, baseline. And the friendly bounce goes RCC's way. Cuts the deficit to 1. Tightest it's been in the second half. Don's led by as many as 11. Mia, a wild shot off the backboard. And she's been masterful at getting to the line. 2 more free throws for the sophomore. Mia played at Cerritos High School, and fun fact, they're the home of the Dons. So she's been the Dons in high school and in college. First personal. Another missed free throw, 0 for 3 for Santa Ana as a team, 7 of 12. And finally, it ends the scoring drought, only 1 point in the last 5 minutes and some change. A 2-point lead, final 2 minutes of the third quarter. Can Santa Ana hang on for their 3rd conference victory of the season and secure a playoff spot? Moreno backs down the shorter Mia. Left-hand shot. It's a wild one, but she gets fouled. Coach Flo upset with the call. Riverside City has Santa Ana in the bonus, and it's 2 free throws regardless. The foul's on Beard, a help defender. A 69% free throw shooter converts on the first. RCC is 6 of 8 out the line tonight. Two for 2 on the trip. Moreno with ice in her veins. And we're tied up at 41. 3rd tie of the contest. Santa Ana retook the lead in the second quarter. Led by as many as 11. Mia scans the floor in the Dons half-court set. Lamone sets a screen. Pull-up jumper, too strong. Lamone there, and somehow between 2 defenders grabs it up and under. And a nice pivot move by the sophomore. First field goal since the 7-minute mark of the quarter. Moreno with Ledesma, doubled by Mia. Both players down on the ground. A jump ball, possession arrow in favor of Riverside City. Great hustle from both sides. They clean up a wet spot down on the floor. Let's reset the lineups for both sides for Riverside City. McKinney out there with Howard, Soto, Moreno, and Ruelas. Ohm out there with Mia Rivera, Limon, Ledesma, and Graham. Ruelas to inbound, bounce pass to Moreno, left side. And she ties things back up. Fourth tie of the evening. Graham gets it quickly in attack mode. Graham gets it back. Lots of room. No good on the three-point attempt, but she grabs her own miss. She stepped on the baseline. Turnover, 11th of the evening. Final 48 seconds of the third quarter. Ruelas gets the play call from Alicia Barber. Ohm does a nice job, pokes away. Fast break opportunity, 6-second differential. She goes up strong and Ruelas hits her on the way up. Ohm to the line for two. 59% free throw shooter. Ohm can't connect on the first. And head coach Alicia Barber wants to talk things over. Timeout on the floor. Let's take a timeout here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. Final 33 seconds of the third quarter. We're tied up at 43. Ohm for her second free throw. Missed the first. Cashes in on the second. On 1 point lead for Santa Ana. Thanks for tuning in to Don's Basketball. Riverside outscoring Santa Ana 16-13 in the quarter. A 4-second differential between shot and game clock. Riverside City can't take the last shot. Tipped away by Ohm, but Soto gets it back. Shot clock never resets. And now the official blows the whistle and says to reset it. There was definitely no possession from Santa Ana College. Ohm poked it away, but Soto was the first one to get to it. Wow. So the officials say no shot clock. A head-scratching call. Moreno gets it with 11. Shot clock is turned off. Ruelas takes a deep three, high off the rim. Howard could have got called for a traveling violation as she hopped. Final 2 seconds. Mia Rivera chucks it towards the basket. But at the end of the three, Riverside City has a 1 point lead, 45-44. They outscore the Dons 18-13 in the third quarter. We'll see how this game finishes in the final 10 minutes of action. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a sec. Back here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. Final 10 minutes. The Dons trail 45-44 to a winless Riverside City College team. The Dons are 2-7, second to last place. Riverside City 0-10. They're in last place, and if the Dons lose tonight, it'll be tough for them to get back into the playoff picture. They would need to beat Irvine Valley and Cypress, two teams ahead of them in the standings next week. Beard pivots, step through, left hand too strong. Graham for the offensive rebound. Can't convert. An offensive, no. A defensive rebound and possession arrow on the jump ball in favor of RCC. So the Dons empty on their first trip. Riverside City claws their way back after an 18-13 third quarter. Ruelas, catch and shoot three-pointer off the front rim. Another offensive rebound for Riverside City. They have 7 on the evening, fresh 20. Dons have to box out better than that. Ruelas, another three-point attempt, right wing, all nylon. Puts Riverside City up by 4. A matchup that the Dons should win, but something in the water for both the men's and women's side. The men's had a 6-point lead at the half, ended up losing by double digits, 18-point loss to Riverside City. The women's had an 11-point lead in this third quarter, now trail by 4. A miss by Graham. Moreno swings to McKinney. Another flat-footed three-pointer. Back-to-back threes. Holy cow, a 7-point deficit for Santa Ana. How do they respond? Beard gets a touchdown low, out to Ohm. Quick trigger, halfway down and out. An aggressive rebound attempt, 2 players down on the floor. No foul, jump ball goes to Santa Ana. An unbelievable turn of events tonight. Both the men's and women's team had big leads at one point. Still to be determined if Santa Ana College can continue to claw back. But they're in danger of losing their 8th playoff game, 3rd in a row. Beard gets 2 defenders in the air, hit on the way up, and a huge swing of momentum. A chance for a 3-point play. Foul is on Howard. First team foul, second personal. Some players in foul trouble, most of them on Riverside City. Patatefa has 4, along with Paisley Johnson, 2 forwards for Alicia Barber. Beard to the line for a free throw. Can't get it to go down. Last touch by who? Stays with Santa Ana. A second chance after the Beard missed free throw. She leads the team with 13 and the only player with double digits. Mia has a quiet night with 5. Kiki had 6 in the first half, quiet in the second half. 20 seconds, shot clock resets. Ohm gets a screen from Beard. Right side. Ohm with a defender on her hip. Out to Graham, aggressive drive, the extra step, no good. Ruelas with a savvy rebound. Soto wants a post touch. Moreno doesn't find her. Howard sets a screen. An offensive foul. No, last touch by Riverside City. Beard comes up holding her chest. She took a bump. Moreno lowered the shoulder. Just a straight turnover. Mia walks it up the floor, gets a screen from Beard, and she goes high with the elbows. Another turnover for Santa Ana. 12th of the evening. The Dons are just shooting themselves in the foot. Beard takes a seat. Lamone comes in. She provided a spark. Beard's going to get looked at by the trainer. Lamone has 2 points. Howard sets another screen. Lamone moves her feet well. A double team comes. A foul on Ohm. Second team foul, second personal. Keep track of the fouls on your lower right corner. Moreno gets the bounce pass. 17 seconds remain on the shot clock. Soto wants a touch, fading away from Ledesma, converts. Largest lead of the game for RCC, 7 points. Ohm gets the screen from Lamone, floater, nice touch, and converts. Coach Flo wants a timeout, and we'll take a timeout ourselves here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel.
Life doesn't change overnight. It takes effort and dedication. It takes learning new skills and putting yourself and loved ones first. At Santa Ana College, you can complete a full-time accelerated online program in just 2 years. Choose a program that meets your needs and changes your educational dreams into a well-deserved reality. Building the life you want means taking a first step. Start your journey at Santa Ana College. Where it leads is up to you.
A 5-point lead after the timeout by Coach Flo. Santa Ana finds themselves in danger of losing 3 straight games. They would drop to 2-8, and they would give Riverside City their first win in conference play. Would almost eliminate them from from playoff contention unless they win both their games next week, but that's a tall task as they face a ranked Irvine Valley and a ranked Cypress College. Moreno loses it. A turnover by RCC. Huge play there. Ohm out there with Mia, Kiki Graham, Lamone, and Ledesma. 5 on the floor for Santa Ana College. Mia has space, long 2, well short. Lamone fights for it, but it goes to Ruelas. Been that kind of night for Santa Ana. Ruelas slows it down and resets the offensive look. Just over 6 minutes left to go. Don shooting 38% from the field. Can they get another defensive stop? Dangerous pass to McKinney. She nearly fumbles it. Tipped, and Ohm comes away with the steal. Fast break, Mia beyond the arc. Instead, wants a better look. Lamone down low, had a step on her defender. Can't convert, last touch by RCC. Beard comes back in. Most important player for the Dons. Lamone takes a seat. Now we'll see Salote Patatefa check back in along with Paisley Johnson. Those two have 4 personals. They'll have to be careful. Ledesma to inbound. Graham doubled. Ledesma catch and shoot. And she knocks it in. Brings the rain. And it cuts the deficit to 2. It's the 3rd three-pointer. Check that, 4th three-pointer for Ledesma on the evening in double figures. The Dons need another stop. Just over 5 minutes remain. Moreno guarded tightly by Mia. Short, but a foul. Don's coaching staff doesn't agree. While we have this break in the action, let's get you some score updates from the OEC. Moreno to the line for 2, 69%. Irvine Valley defeated Orange Coast 45-33. That game final. Moreno misses the first, still a 1-possession game. And Cypress leads Saddleback late, 4 minutes remain, 55-52. Again, such a tough conference this year. 5 of the 7 teams ranked. Gets the second to go, a 1-possession game. Dons trail by 3 to Riverside City. How do the Dons respond? 5 minutes left to go. They need a win to keep their playoff hopes alive. Graham gets Patatefa on the switch, has a step, the foul, and the bucket. a chance to tie it up with a free throw. Graham to the line, a 56% free throw shooter. A few ticks down from 69 last year. With the win, Irvine Valley tied for first against Saddleback. Both teams 8-2. Saddleback currently trails. They could fall to second. Orange Coast at 6-4. Cypress still to be determined if they can hang on for a win. They're 5-4. And Graham knocks in the second. Fullerton 5-5 with the night off. Santa Ana 2-7. And Riverside City 0-10. We're tied up at 54. Ruelas against Ohm, circles back out. Didn't like the look. Drops it off for Johnson. Hands all around her. Jump ball called. Possession arrow in favor of RCC. Who has better possessions down the stretch? A tie game. 7th tie of the contest. They clean up a wet spot on the floor. Dons are hanging on for their playoff hopes. Tied up at 54, final 4.5 minutes. Beard pokes it away. Mia and Patatefa on the floor, and a traveling violation is called. It's on Riverside City. Thought it was going to be on Santa Ana. Mia with nice hands forces the turnover. 21st of the game for the Tigers. They're the worst in the conference in that category. And it certainly made things interesting tonight. Ohm has space, extra pass to Ledesma for 3. She cashes in. A 3-point lead for the Dons, their first since midway through the third quarter. Can the Dons get a stop? Ruelas gets a screen from Patatefa. Pull-up jumper off the side of the backboard. Graham secures it. Mia doesn't have numbers, slows things down, leaves it off for Graham, and a costly turnover. Just too fast for the sophomore. Ooh, a stressful evening indeed. Dons down to the wire with a team they should beat on paper. Instead, they only lead by 3 and a timeout with 3:41 left to go. Let's take a timeout ourselves here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel.
People always ask us, what's a Don? And our response is easy. To us, a Don is someone who embraces the grind. A Don is a person that brings passion, someone who takes advantage of all their opportunities. A leader, a dreamer, a winner. The question we have for you is, are you ready to be a Don?
Back here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. Again, despite the record, OEC, the toughest conference. Riverside City's 0-10. Santa Ana's 2-7, a matchup they should win on paper. They won by double digits in the first game. But Riverside City trails by 3 after the timeout. Dons are hanging on for their playoff hopes. They need a win tonight to need at least win one of the 2 games next week against Irvine Valley and Cypress. Ruelas gets the instructions from Alicia Moreno. Alicia Barber, the head coach. A wild drive, offensive foul. Moreno ran right into Beard. A costly turnover, the 22nd of the game for Riverside City. They're shooting well, 51% from the field. You typically see that result in a victory, but when you turn it over 22 times, it's a hard thing to come back from. Clean up the wet spot. Mia out there with Ohm, Graham, Ledesma, and Beard. Can the Dons make this a 2-possession game? They need a good half-court set. Graham comes off the screen. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Tight defense. Beard is guilty of the offensive foul. An unfortunate call for the Dons. Coach Flo is hot, giving the official an earful. 5th team foul, and Beard is done for the game. She's fouled out a few times this season. An unfortunate decision. 13 points, 4 rebounds, 2 steals, 5 of 9 from the field. But unfortunately, she won't be in there for the final 3:08. Amia McKinney checks back in for Riverside City. McKinney guarded by Graham. Chance of defense here at the Bill Cook Gymnasium. Ledesma gets a paw on it, but right back to RCC. Jumper good by Paratefa. Cuts the deficit to 1. Ohm and the Dons still want to play fast. Ledesma has a good look, high off the iron. Limon takes it away, but McKinney takes it right back. Great hustle by the Tigers. The Dons need another defensive stop. Ruelas from the left elbow. It's pure. Riverside City back on top, 58-57. 8th lead change of the ball game. Limon sets the screen for Graham. Out to Ohm. Good look from 3. She rattles it home. Extends the lead for 2. And the Santa Ana Dons are back on top. Nearly everyone on their feet here at the Bill Cook Gymnasium. McKinney guarded tightly by Graham. Nearly a travel. Gets it down low to Paratefa. Back to the basket. Over her left shoulder, can't convert. Mia chases the rebound down. 145. Limon sets the screen. Mia gets past her defender and rolls it home. A huge bucket for Mia and the Dons. A 4-point lead, 1:23 left to go. Soto sets the screen, step back 2. Ruelas can't convert. Ohm with the rebound. Mia on the Dons on the run, high off the glass, the foul, and 1. It's rocking here at the Bill Cook Gymnasium. A chance to extend it to a 7-point lead. Mia to the line, a 76% free throw shooter. 1 for 2 at the line tonight. 1 more point. She'll be in double digits. Converts. A 7-point advantage, 1:09 left to go. The Dons still need 1 more defensive stop. Barber gives the instructions to Ruelas. Ohm comes away with the steal. A 3-on-2 fast break, and the Dons elect to slow it down. A huge turnover, 24 by RCC on the offense. A costly pass by Mia to Limon. 15th turnover by the Dons. 45 seconds left. Alicia Barber calls a timeout for Riverside City. What a finish we have here to you tonight. Take another commercial break here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel.
Starting your college journey is a big step. It requires discipline and dedication while you balance your work, life, and education. At Santa Ana College, you can choose a pathway that fits into your schedule and leads you toward your personal and educational goals. Earn an associate degree, university transfer, career training, or even a bachelor's degree in occupational studies. With classes available both in person and online. Gain the professionalism and confidence you need to further yourself and your career, and become a bigger part of your community. Wraparound services are available to fit your needs and provide all the necessary tools to achieve academic, personal, and career success. Start your journey at Santa Ana College, where...
After the timeout, Ruelas to inbound. Out there with Moreno. Thomas, McKinney, and Moreno strong to the basket, can't convert. Thomas there for the offensive rebound. And she's fouled. That's Amia McKinney getting dirty down low. 2 free throws, the second personal on Lamone. The Dons are in the bonus, 2 free throws here on out. Final 39 seconds. If Santa Ana can make their free throws on the next trip, they should be able to hang on for a victory. First free throw by McKinney, nothing but net. A 48% free throw shooter. Converts on the second, makes it a 5-point deficit. Still a 2-possession game. Santa Ana College wants to talk things over, and let's take another timeout here. Final 39 seconds after this break.
People always ask us, what's a Don? And our response is easy. To us, a Don is someone who embraces the grind. A Don is a person that brings passion. Someone who takes advantage of all their opportunities. A leader, a dreamer, a winner. The question we have for you is, are you ready to be a Don?
Santa Ana College leads 65-60. Final 39 seconds in tonight's contest. 2-possession game as RCC hopes to cut the deficit in half. Santa Ana College to inbound. Mia out there with Ledesma, Lamone, Ohm, and Graham. Beard has fouled out. Graham chases it down, guarded tightly by Ruelas. A quick foul, and it's the 5th team foul. 2 free throws for Graham. 37 seconds left. A 7-second differential between shot and game clock. Graham has 9 points, 1 of 1 at the free throw line. And on the season, she misses the first. She struggled, 56% on the year. Cheyenne Thomas wanted to check in, but she has to wait after the second shot. Could be dangerous here too if Graham misses. And Lamone or Ledesma can grab the miss. But it's nothing but net. 6-point lead, still a 2-possession game. More shooting on the floor as Thomas checks in. Guillory checks out. Ruelas out there with Moreno. McKinney and Soto. 5 on the floor. They have to go quickly, a 2-possession game. Poked away by Ledesma. RCC gets it back. And Ledesma guilty of the foul. It does stop the clock, and Riverside can only get 2 points out of this. It's important for Santa Ana College to grab the rebound if she does miss the second free throw. You don't want to make this a 3 or 4 point trip. First free throw by Thomas is short. Not a whole lot of opportunities at the line. 50%, 2 of 4 in conference play. After that, now 2 of 5. Second free throw doesn't go down. 25 seconds left. The Dons needed to get across the timeline. Fouled by Moreno in the backcourt. If Mia sinks 2, even if she sinks 1, it'll be a 3-possession game. A back and forth game. Soto picks up her 5th personal. Riverside City led by as many as 8 in the 3rd quarter. The Dons chipped away. Team on paper that Santa Ana shouldn't have had a problem with, but the OEC, the toughest conference for a reason. And Santa Ana, if they come out victorious, would hang on to their playoff hopes. Not looking good for them to host the first round, but at least they'll make the postseason. First bucket by Mia is good. A 3-possession game extends the lead to 7. Mia converts 2 for 2. 8-point lead for Santa Ana. Final 20 seconds. Tigers will need a miracle. Ruelas, sidestep three-pointer. High off the iron. Limon grabs the miss. 7 seconds. Santa Ana College does need to get it over the timeline. Tipped out by Ruelas. 3 seconds left, and she had a foot on the baseline. And that'll do it. As we await the final horn, Barber still wants full court pressure. No foul is called, and there's the final horn. Santa Ana 68, Riverside City 60. And Santa Ana escapes the upset, 15-11 on the year. They're 3-7 in conference play. Riverside City falls to 6-21. They're 0-11 in conference play. For Salvador Leon, Cami Lewis, my name is Noah Alvarez, saying thanks for tuning in to another edition of Don's Basketball. We hope to hear you tuning in on Wednesday as both the men's and women's team host Irvine Valley College. That'll be the last home games of the season for the Don's basketball team. Sophomore night, be sure to come out, but if you can't, tune into the streaming league. And we wish you guys a good night, and we'll catch you guys next time.